And Canada is stepping up its partnership with Nigeria, announcing more than $30 million in new support for initiatives across health, trade, climate resilience, digital innovation, and opportunities for women and youth. Canada's Secretary of State for International Development, Randip Sarai, made the announcement at a reception organized in his honor by the Canadian Deputy High Commission in Lagos on Friday night, his first visit to Nigeria. Sarai described Nigeria as Canada's second largest trading partner in Africa, with over $3 billion in bilateral trade recorded last year. He said the relationship goes beyond trade, adding that the center of gravity of the global economy is shifting and that Lagos, Nairobi, and Accra would help shape the next chapter of global growth just as much as London, New York, and Toronto.
Climate resilience and improving skills training. These are the kind of partnerships that Canada is here to help build. And in this new era of development, the challenges require all of us. Development finance institutions, multilaterals, and the private sector, many of whom are here tonight, working together to move capital where it's most needed. Competitiveness today depends not just on what countries produce, but on the strength of institutions, infrastructure, and partnerships behind that growth. That is where development and trade go hand in hand. During my visit, I had the opportunity to see many of these firsthand with the Apo Primary Health Center, where young mothers and infants with nutrition and vaccination and health needs were addressed. With one M1 solar visit, where I was able to see how a Canadian company is helping power an entire university using renewable energy and doing 10 more projects like that across the country.
And a number of our projects as well, I'm delighted to say, is the Lagos State Export Readiness program, where we train over 253 businesses on the cost for being able to export, proudly made in Lagos. And so Canada will certainly be one of our regions that we'll be looking forward to visiting. We also alluded to FinTech, which was on some of the other IT projects that you discussed with Mr. Governor. It would be amiss of me to stand here and not mention the forthcoming Invest in Lagos 3.0 event, which is taking place on the 8th and 9th of June in partnership with the Commonwealth.
In this current portfolio, at least for sure, under the African Continental Free Trade Area, Nigeria has ratified the Protocol on Women and Youth, and we continue to emphasize that aspect. With trade across the African continent, we lead with several programs. We partner with UNDP, and I see UNDP has several other partners here in the room. We partnered with, for investment, we've signed an MOU with the Ministry of Women Affairs, and we have Kuramo Capital in the room. We have a program for supporting women investors' access to capital.
Of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to protecting Canadian investors in Nigeria and Nigerian investors in Canada. She said Nigeria is leading across Africa in trade partnerships with specific programs targeting women in manufacturing and investment. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by Commissioner Folashade Ambrose Medibem, said Lagos is open for business and announced the 2026 Invest in Lagos Summit, scheduled for June 8 and 9 in partnership with the Commonwealth. Rounding off the evening, the Canada-Africa Chamber of Business confirmed a Canada-Nigeria Business Conference will hold in Lagos on June 24, bringing Canadian companies together with Nigeria's private and public sectors.